Dear Year 9s, at this stage of our model making, I would like to give you a few helpful tips and advice on how to go about making card walls for your 3D model. In the example that I'm showing you, this is what I'm building at the same time as you're building your own models. I am showing you the same thing that I showed you last time, except this time the floors are already developed. As I mentioned earlier, I would like you to define the kind of flooring that you'll be using for your classrooms, and I have already done that. This is the ceramics tiles, and the rest is polished concrete of different kinds of designs. Now, I have produced several paper walls for several of my rooms. I have not yet completed all of them because they are very time consuming. They take a lot of detail and a lot of time. So I would like you to proceed slowly and produce quality work as opposed to rushing and producing not great work. I would like you to be proud of what you are making. And I would like you to go on to your GCSEs as having produced something in design and technology that you're very happy with, okay? So slowly and well, slow quality work as opposed to rushed quantity. At this stage, I have so far only stuck one of my classroom walls to the flooring that I have produced. And I would recommend not yet sticking anything down to you. This is because in the next phases of our project, we'll also be decorating the walls and the classrooms. And they are difficult to decorate if things are already stuck in. So please, this is only for your little demonstration, but this is the direction in which we are heading this lesson. So as I mentioned in your lesson, PowerPoint lesson today, we are after being efficient with the white card that you have. We don't want to be cutting out every single wall separately. Instead, you will first need to figure out a way of how to fit as many walls as possible on a single piece of card. Now, it's not only about the walls, it is also about not forgetting to add these tabs. These tabs will help you with attaching the model to each other and with adding stability to your model. Here, for example, I have simply attached my floor by the tabs and it's perfectly standing still, and it's only attached in a few places. This is because my math is accurate and everything fits really nicely. And I would like to encourage you to do your math accurately as well. If things are not accurate, they will not fit and everything will be wobbly and you will not be happy with your work. So do spend more time doing maths, more time measuring, less time cutting and editing afterwards. So, with regards to building your wall, my few pieces of advice are the following. If you're struggling with imagining your wall as one piece, go back to your grids. Grid diagrams are always incredibly helpful. Here, I have first developed a small plan for my large white card, and I have simply started putting down how I imagine to divide up my piece of white card. So here, for example, I know that this bit of wall in real life is 1 meter long. In my diagram, that will be 2 centimeters because we're working on a scale 1 to 50. I know that this wall attaches, it's actually this wall in my model, attaches to the next one, which will be 8 centimeters. And I have this little sort of 1 meter by 1 meter corner. It's a decorative element. It's not necessary for my classroom, but it helped me do two things: meet 50 meters squared of a floor plan area, and it also gave me a nice finish from the outside. So here, for example, there's a nice large glass window, door, and a slanted roof, which was quite difficult for my maths. I did make my life a little bit more complicated, but it's worth it in the final outcome. So I did do that. So first I have given myself a little card wall plan with all the dimensions. Once you have that, you're ready to transfer this onto your white card. Now, once you have transferred this onto the white card, this is exactly what you have just seen on my grid diagram. Once you have transferred it, you're ready to cut it out, and you're ready to cut it out in the following way. I recommend using scissors, and if you can, but you don't have to, this is not a necessity, but if you can, it's a good idea to use a craft knife for the folds, for the bends of your card. Now, to use a craft knife, you should not use a craft knife on top of your table surface. I am taking a cutting board from my kitchen because I don't have a safety mat at home. This might be your situation if you happen to be working at home, which we all do at this moment. And we don't want to destroy our surfaces, and we don't want to cut ourselves either. So what we are doing is I will be scoring the walls of my model so that they fold nicely and neatly like this. In order to do this, you need a ruler and a sharp edge, a craft knife or scissors, or I have a few other things because I'm into art and craft, but of course we don't have these things at home, so you might as well just have to use scissors for the whole thing. But here's how we use a craft knife. You use a ruler, a straight edge, you lean your knife against your ruler, and you're cutting gently, not all the way through your white card, but only very gently to make a dent, which doesn't go all the way through, but it does dent the surface, which will make the fold easier. Here we go. I'm going to do this to my tabs as well, because you want straight, nice edges for your tabs as well. Otherwise, your model will not fit. The straighter and more accurate you get, better for you, the finer finish you can achieve in your model making. This is a miniature tab for the side, but it's still worth making. So here we go. Now that I have scored my card very gently, I can go on and bend. And this will make a nice, perfect bend for perfect, accurate and straight 3D model making. And one more here. And also my tabs. The more tabs you add along your walls, the more stable it will be, and the easier it will be to construct your model in the end. Okay, I'll need to add a little bit here. I have also already added a doorway, and I would like to give you a little bit of help here. All doors are universal doors in my model. They are 210 centimeters tall by 110 centimeters wide, which is in a model on a scale 1 to 50, 2.2 centimeters by 4.2. I'm making all my doors consistent. It will look nice in my final model. Okay, if every single one of your doors is different, it first doesn't look good, and second, it's not very realistic if you imagine yourself as an architect who is actually ordering materials from a company, and they will not make you different doors for different classrooms. They will actually try to mass produce a single set of door many times, multiple times, and they'll give you some kind of a cost, some kind of a budget. So budgeting wise, it is not efficient to make different kinds of doors or different kinds of windows for each one of your rooms. You're actually trying to stay consistent throughout your model. So this is also part of the challenge of your designing and of your planning. How consistent can you be with your doors, with your windows, and so on? Okay, so just a little recap. If you can, try to make large pieces of card and do not yet attach them to your model, because next lesson we will be decorating our walls and we will be continuing with model making. Now, this is a lot of work. You will see once you start making yourself that it does take time and energy, and I don't want you to be finished with everything this lesson yet, okay? So I will be expecting you, as the outcome of your today's lesson, of your today's home making of your 3D card model, to complete all the walls of a single classroom. So you have 2 classrooms, but I would like you to complete one of them with all its walls. And I would also like you to complete at least 2 other smaller rooms. So complete the walls of a single classroom and 2 smaller rooms, okay? That will be your task. And of course, another bit of your today's task is finishing the design of your flooring, including your written statement, which will actually define what kind of floors you have selected and why. Okay, year 9s, we are slowly proceeding through our phased 3D paper model making. It is not easy, it is a challenging task, but it is fun. And I think this is something we really need in this day and age, in today's time, in today's unusual circumstances, is to simply enjoy something that we have learned, to apply all our knowledge, to apply our math skills, to use a little bit of spatial imagination, and to just fall in love with what we're making. And you all can do it. So enjoy your models, and I look forward to seeing them. To complete your work today, please submit a photo which shows some of your card walls for one of your rooms, and also all of your floors, okay? And a little bit of a statement, what kind of materials you're using. Enjoy yourselves, year 9s. I'm sure you will love this, and I do look forward to seeing your work again. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy the spring weather as well. Bye!